Is this better?
No, yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
Okay, that's moderately better. So we're gonna get some Smash Ultimate action coming to you in just a second, as we are only really working on one monitor here. So
yeah. So it looks like we got Chun and Gekyume coming up.
Okay. Interesting matchup.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is already there. Yeah, they've started playing. Okay.
There we go. Now we got the full screen. Card said don't start, and guess what Chun did and Gekyume did? I mean, they have AirPods in, they're locked in, ready to go, and we already got this started.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a fun matchup, Cargo, where Young Link, just like that, if you get a single down tilt at that mid to high percent on Lucas, anything, an errant fair, aerial spin attack, that will take you out.
Definitely, and I mean, the player that Chun is, not really attending too much, but when he does, definitely showcasing how strong Young Link can be. Definitely one of our best, if not our best Young Link representative right now. And on the other end, you got Gekyume. Rocking Lucas right now, definitely a firm believer in his character as, a good high tier, possibly even top tier, as opposed to, Ness that we normally see from him.
Yeah, and one thing to think about in this Lucas matchup is how Young Link does approach in this type of situation. You see that Chun has kind of been floating around the shield using down-angled rangs and nairs to catch him out in the air. But one thing we could see him use a little bit more is maybe bombs to bait out the magnets so he extends it for a little bit and then runs up and catches him with that drag down fair to detail.
That's the thing, Dugs. As long as you have the lead, you don't really have to approach. And that was a pretty perilous position right there. Regardless, going to get the stock, but he kind of saved him a little bit, extending Chun's life just a bit. And you don't want to give Chun any life because right now he's, he's showcasing what he can do when he does stay alive long enough.
Oh, absolutely. Especially that up smash, you have to be so careful. Coming out on frame 10, that is one of Young Link's best ways to just take you out quickly. But this isn't totally lost for Gekyume. One good peek.
Oh, wait a second.
Wait a minute.
Oh, okay. Putting himself in the bad position, but great tech right there from Chun. And that back air spike, evening it up.
Like we said, not even out of the realm of possibility. Lucas has so many ways to take you out. Cargo, this is a phenomenal showing by both of these players.
Man, they're really going at it. I mean, this is round 2, technically round 1 for these guys because, they got to buy. And, just letting each other have it. And right now, Chun with a slight lead, but that could all change. You never really know what Gekyume is going to do. He's kind of like a dark horse. He's a decent player, but sometimes he can just show up. And right now, Chun not letting him in at all. And God,
my God, what a good. Carter, I cannot tell you how brave that is as a Young Link player myself. Going that deep, you're basically calling that person out that I know you are dead to rights doing nothing right here.
It's kind of that situation where, how you get in a car accident and then you're scared to drive? Chun was getting edge guarded like hell. And then going deep like that, knowing the situation he could have been in if Gekyume somehow lived, props to Chun really showing up, especially on stream. You gotta show out.
Absolutely. So with that in mind, how they played this game so aggressively, they're going to Battlefield, Cargo. How would you approach this if you are Gekyume? Would you possibly go Ness, maybe change up your stance? Or, what, Lucas showed out pretty well during that first game. Stick to your guns, go for it.
That's the thing. This is definitely a Ness stage in my eyes because you have the platforms to be able to double jump cancel PK Fire. You have platforms in general to just camp under. So it's going to make Chun have to really approach in a really linear way, except the fact that Chun has a myriad of projectiles to be able to throw at Gekyume. The platforms might get in the way of that, but, time will tell. We'll have to see.
Yeah, and that, like you said, going Ness, here comes that fair train extension. And now, one thing that we do have to, just that,
and the disrespect! No reason.
Not an out. Commentator's curse. Not an ounce of damage during that first stock for Gekyume. But now, here comes the Young Link blunder, and that is one of the scariest parts of Chun's gameplay. Once he has you in that state of disadvantage, you are spiraling, and it can rapidly become somewhere like 60% or 80, 92.
Second, going for the downer there. Yeah, it's a complete 360 of, playing Lucas in a very campy way and, making it pretty annoying for Chun, as opposed to, pressing buttons, getting in Chun's space, and now the down smash is trying to come out, but great get up attack. The one way to, avoid that yo-yo. And thank goodness that's in the game. Otherwise, it'd be a terrible time for any youngling main just like Chun.
Yeah, and that's just a brutal angle for you to recover at. Unless you have that bomb primed, there's no way. But what now Chun has to approach. Like you mentioned last game, no reason for you to approach if you do have a lead. But if you are Gekyume, I think just keep the cast rolling. You have to keep punishing Chun.
Pretty much. Here we go. Using the platforms as much as he can. Gekyume looking to take this game too, unless Chun has something to say about it.
Okay.
Getting scooped up by that little tornado right there. And
yeah, and the grounded spin attack into back air is the Young Link bread and butter. So there's so many ways for Chun to take advantage of Gekyume landing on his shield unsafely. Is that it?
He's dead.
Okay.
That's a great strategy if you're up a stock as Chun.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, Chun realized that the opponent was up the stock. So Gekyume is going to be taking game 2 to the bank, after a disgusting first stock of down smash, down air.
Yeah, and he really sent a morale killer with that down air. That basically commanded how he viewed this entire outcome of the game. So one thing I heard Chun talking about outside was his Roy allows him to, as he's put it, kind of mash on the opponent a little bit more. So maybe if you are Chun, maybe I would think about going Roy in this situation. But no, he's going to stick out the Young Link.
No way. Because, they say Ness struggles against swords and disjoints. Roy has a toothpick. He's really not going to be able to zone out Ness as effectively as he could with Young Link. I think the only problem is he lost the lead. And Gekyume was able to control the entire tempo of that. And we're going right back to Battlefield, the stage that we thought was, kind of in Ness's favor. And we'll have to see what Chun does to switch it up, because right now, Gekyume is running all over him.
Yeah, one thing that I think Chun could do is start calling out Gekyume's aggressive aerials landing at Chun with these back airs, these forward airs, and the nairs.
Yep.
Obviously, he's trying to get Chun to push a panic button and condition him to some type of disadvantage where maybe he can punish with a yo-yo or something else. But right now, Chun is doing a very solid job just extending his advantage and putting him in these situations where your down tilt aerial spin attack is a guaranteed kill.
And just, running it right back on Gekyume, you had the first stock that last game. I got the first stock this game. Let's see how you retaliate now.
Yeah, and okay, this is
not doing a bad job, though. Wait a second. He's dead. It's over. Just another one for good measure, but you don't even need it. Gekyume does not care about your feelings.
Now, Gekyume is just absolutely here to take names right now. Chun, again, this is going to be if Gekyume can pull this out, this is a huge win for him to put under his belt.
Round 1 or round 2 against Chun, our best Young Link, and has taken several, PR players to the brink, and even, taking sets off of them. And Gekyume, this would be huge. Yeah,
and I believe Chun does also have some out-of-state PR wins as well against some players from North Carolina as well. But right now, Chun completely untouched. Gimme that confirm. Fair takes out Gekyume. So now, if you're Chun, you have to just keep him in this type of disadvantage. Keep blending him with your back air strings, continuing the push of offense.
Chun's taking these downers personally. He's like, all right, Gekyume, you got that, but I got this.
I mean, basically right now, it's almost like it's like you said, he took it personally. Now it's just about trying to embarrass him at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see how Chun wants to style, because if I know Chun, he loves to style his opponent, especially when he's up big. And with the situation presented to him, I think he's going to, but maybe not. Just go for the downer finisher. You don't want to leave Ness in the game, that's for sure.
No, you don't want to let Ness get that head of steam so he can start building those quick combo extensions off you and then land a flashy rocket. Up air closes it out.
Because you realize, one down smash at the ledge and your stock's gone. I mean, that could happen for both stocks. Chun knowing that good and well, closing it out, anti-airing Ness as you should, and